Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day in this day in history. We're going to do two at a time until I catch up. So this was the dad joke for Saturday and Sunday, 21st and 22nd. If you have 13 apples in one hand and 10 oranges in the other, what do you have? Really big hands. That's what I was thinking. All right, and we're going to do the next one. So this is the one for Monday. So we'll just do two more tomorrow and that'll be it. Why is Daddy hugging his barbecue? Because it's the grill of his dreams. All right. This day in history, rather, a near day in history. So, February 21st, 1992, Christy Yamaguchi wins gold in women's single figure skating. She won the Olympic gold medal at the Albertville Winter Olympics, making her the first American to take the gold in a women's single figure skating Olympic competition since Dorothy Hamill's victory at Innsbruck in 1976. Yamaguchi's 4-minute long free skate included skills such as a triple lutz into a triple toe loop. In the same year, Yamaguchi came out on top at the World Championships. She was later inducted into the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame in 2005. And on on February 22nd, 1819, the United States acquires Spanish Florida. On February 22nd, 1819, Spanish Minister Don Luis de Onis and U.S. Secretary of State John Quincy Adams signed the Transcontinental Treaty, in which Spain agreed to cede the remainder of Florida to the United States. The catalyst for the negotiations between the United States and Spain were border raids by Seminoles out of Spanish Florida. In 1819, after years of negotiations, Adams achieved a diplomatic coup with the signing of the treaty. Alrighty. Well, I would like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Norway Thor and Veronica Pish. All right. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Coward, Laser, Scotty, Bones, Star Trek characters, Jim, another one, Coral, Balance, Chekhov, another one, Thistle, Shaw, Shells, Tractor, Tartan, Teeth, Miller, Bagpipes. I really think that this is going to be a rainbow herring. And as usual, the rainbow herring's in the top 2 rows. Feels fairly consistent. Sometimes they just change it up, but I don't think it's going to be Star Trek. I think that this is rainbow herring, so we should think about what each of these we could build a category around. Chekhov is interesting. The only thing I can think of is Chekhov's gun. Like a trope. I don't know if it's that. There's other Chekhovs. It's a very common last name. All right. Jim. What would we do with Jim though? Tartan is a it's a pattern, but it's a pattern traditionally on kilts. We also have bagpipes, and I'm thinking we might want to put Scotty in that category. So what would be the 4th thing? Like, are these like Scottish related words? So what would be the 4th one? We've got some last names: Chekhov, Shaw, Miller. I'm thinking they're, I don't know, are they philosophers or something? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I know there's a George Bernard Shaw, but I don't remember what he's known for. And Miller's a very common last name, but I don't know. I can't find the 4th for that. All right, and I can't find the 4th for this either. I don't know. There's like Jimmy Bean and Miller Lite. Are we beers? Coral Reef. What are we doing with bones then? Bones and shells and teeth are like things that fossilize maybe, or something along those lines. Stuff made out of the same stuff. I don't know. Maybe coral. It's something along those lines. I think I found something, so I'm going to lock that in. All right, calcium-based structures. There you go. Made out of the same stuff. Somewhat. So we still have Jim, Chekhov, and Scotty. I do think Scotty goes with bagpipes and tartan, but I still don't know what the fourth is. We have laser, which is interesting. I feel like Chekhov goes with Miller and Shaw. But again, I don't know the fourth. So that would leave like Laser and Coward and Jim, almost certainly. Didn't I want Jim to go with Miller, like for beers, though? Yeah, probably not, though. Jim, Coward, and Laser. It's got to be like a purple fill in the blank or something. Would it go with Thistle? Thistle could be a last name. Balance. I don't know. I can't figure that out. I wish I could complete these other categories. Maybe I should try Chekhov, Miller, Shaw, and Thistle. No, that's one away. Okay, I don't know the last name. Would it be Coward or Balance? Not Tractor. Oh, Tractor. What's that go with? Shoot, I don't know enough about these things. It's a problem. Chekhov, Shaw, Miller. I could see Balance being last name or Coward. Coward is an unfortunate last name, but I'd believe it. It wasn't Thistle. Probably not Laser or Tractor. It's not going to be Bagpipe, Scotty, Tartan. Oh, it's between those two. I'm going to try Balance first because I don't want someone to have a last name of Coward. Oh, darn it. Okay, so it is Coward. All right. Famous playwrights. There we go. I was wrong about philosophers. They were playwrights. Well, I have one mistake still. Using mistakes to fill in gaps in my knowledge. So I definitely still think Scotty, Bagpipes, Tartan. I don't think Laser or Tractor is going to be Scottish. That seems weird if they would be. I could see, I don't know, is it Thistle? So it wouldn't be Jim because we're not putting Jim and Scotty together. We have a rainbow herring. So it's either Thistle or Balance. I'm going to try Thistle. All right. Symbols of Scotland. Okay. Would help if I knew what Thistle was. Jim, Laser, Balance, Tractor. This is purple and it's weird. Tractor. I don't think we're using letters, like wordplay with letters, because Jim is too short to like give us anything useful. Unless we're supposed to add letters or replace letters. But I don't see how I would replace letters for some of these other ones. Balance ends with Lance. It's got to be that. No. So it's a fill in the blank, almost certainly. I just can't think of it. Tractor trailer? Laser beam? It is beam. It might be beam. I don't know. What's a Jim beam? Is that a person? Tractor beam. I don't know what a tractor. Oh, tractor beam. Oh, tractor beam from Star Trek. So they did manage to add a Star Trek thing. Okay. I was thinking tractor, like, the farming equipment. Anyway, it's blank beam. All right. Tough one today, I think. I had to use mistakes to fill in knowledge gap, and I don't know. I feel like I logicked through it though. I don't know. I give this a 3 out of 5. I think we have a 65% solve rate, but maybe I'm just being kind to myself for having trouble. All right. Well, this link didn't work. I think I just need to change the date on the URL. All right, that worked. What is that? I mean, it's like a laser beam, but I feel like there's more to it that I'm not getting. 2.3 feels low, but we'll see. I could have just struggled when no one else did. 77. Another one where I struggled when others didn't. It was a unique game. All right, not surprised there. A lot of people are getting green first. I just didn't know about thistle. So maybe knowing about thistle would have saved me a lot of trouble. The only thing people aren't really getting is beam. This is relatively low, but second evens out. Well, I guess moves to yellow. So yellow green's going to be really common. Ever? Yeah, people who lost couldn't figure out blue versus purple, which is kind of reasonable. Yeah, people who lost. We've actually got 9% who got yellow green, 6% with yellow, 2% with green, 5% with nothing. So yeah, people are getting yellow green if they're getting something, essentially. Putting Jim as a surname, so they knew about Chekhov, Sean Miller, didn't know about Coward, tried Jim, tried Thistle, tried Balance. Not, I mean, these are just two I did. It's only at 1% though. Yeah, the Star Trek red herring is only at 16%. Scotty, Jim, Sean Miller, trying last names. All right. So green at 34%, yellow at 19%, rainbow herring at 15%. This is just first lock in. Then blue, then purple. Then Shaw with green and Scotty with blue. All right. Well, yeah, recognizing the rainbow herring saved me, I think. How'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Tuesday, February 24th. We'll do the easy, medium, then hard, all in one video. All right. This 1-6 either goes here or here. It can't go here because we don't have two blanks. So it's going to have to go here. And then our only blank goes here. And then our only other 4 goes here. And then these are both 2s. And like tradition, a 6 and 3 is 2-2-2. All right. Let's play the medium. Ooh, okay. 12 and 3 could be 4-4-4. I need a 6 here and a 6 here. How many 6s do I have? That's both of my 6s. I have a 1 and a 2 connected. I mean, I have a 1-1 and a 2-2, so it doesn't really help me decide. But I feel like it has to go there, yeah. So like if I did the 6-1 here, the 1-1 has to go here. That's forced. If I did the 6-2, the 2-2 goes there. In fact, I feel like I want to do this because otherwise I'd put the 1 blank there. Or the 1-1, I guess. So these would add to 10. 4, 6, 5, 5. 5, 5 would make sense. I think I just got lucky with this placement and it worked out. All right, cool. But I mean, you just had to try swapping them if it was wrong. Finally, a quick medium. Let's do the hard. Ooh, 3 separate puzzles with a shared pool. Let's see if we can figure out any of the rotations of these. I'll draw in where we think these need to go. I don't think the 4 is... Okay, what if the 4 was 1-1-1-1? Why don't we start there with a little bit of a meta and see if it works. So I've got, yeah, a 1-5 to go here, which lines up really well with greater than 4, and then I just need a double 3. All right, let's assume that's right and hope for the best. This 4 is not 1-1-1-1 though. Ooh. But this lined up really well, so I might have gotten extremely lucky here. But without any 1s left, I have to do 2-2-0-0 or 0-0-0-4. What if I did do that, though? Wait. What I was thinking, I guess this. And then we would need the last 0. See, I don't know if it's 0-4 in here or if it's 0-2 up here, both of which would work. Because we have a 2-6 and a 4-6 to go up here. So I don't think I want to do like guess among guess. Like I'm already 2 guesses deep. I need a double here. So I definitely have a double here, and then we go around like this. Do I have any doubles left? No, I've already made a mistake. So say this was the double 4. Then I could do the 4-6 here, and then the 4 blank here, and I would need another 4. 4-3 actually works. Okay, I might have gotten that one right. So maybe blank blank with twos. No, I'm out of fours, aren't I? Yeah. I'm not putting a 2-6 there. I could put a 2-3 there. No, I'm out of ones. I think I might have already made a mistake. Like I did a lot of guessing here. I don't, because it doesn't have to be a blank blank here. I could put the blank 2 here. But I don't know what the blank blank's doing. Nothing. Oh, I'm out of fours and I need a 4 here. So yeah, that didn't work. All right, let's stop guessing like this. Let's see if we can draw out necessary dominoes and see if anything is actually forced. Unfortunately, the vibe method didn't work today. Do I have a domino that adds to 4? I certainly do. So it could be that. And I have a domino here as well. Okay, I need a 4 here, a 4 here, and oops, and a 4 here. So I'm not using 4s here. How many 4s do I have? I think it's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 if you include the double. So, I mean, this is entirely possible. Because I only have 3 dominoes that contain a 4, right? I've got dominoes that contain a 4. We've got this one. We've got this one. Oh, no, we have 4 dominoes that contain a 4. Right, that's right. Okay. So one of the dominoes is used here. One is here. One is here. Which does not force me to use the 4-4, unfortunately. This 4-3 is going to go in some direction. I don't know which way. Probably on the less than 4. And then I have a 4 blank, a 4-6, and a 4-4. Do we know that this does this? We don't really. Like, it's quite possible. Do I have 2 dominoes that add to 4 together? Like blank blank and blank 4 or something. I do have that. It would use up a 4 domino, but I have one to spare. Plenty 4 there. What's this 4 gonna do? It depends on which way we go. I think I want to do this, which means turning this around. Is this going to be a 3-5? It doesn't have to be, but we'll stick that there. I don't know. I feel like this one's tough without just guessing and hoping for the best. I don't know what the other ins are. I might want to count how many doubles I need. I need a double in here and a double in here. How many doubles do I have? I'll just underline my doubles in a different color. Blue. All right. So my doubles. I've got 5-5. I've got 3-3. And I've got the 4-4. So I have 3 doubles. But I can't use the 4-4 here or here because I would need another one to use, and I don't have that free because the 3-4s are used here. I only have 5 in total. And the 4-4 is the other 2. So if it was used there or there. So I'm using the 5-5 and the 3-3 here and here. Got plenty of both. I don't know. It made sense to use the ones for the 4. If we did that, then it does, I mean, we had this, and it still makes sense to do this. So let's just hope for the best there again. And that would mean that the 5-5 goes here. I've got 5-2, I've got 5-6, and that's it. Well, then that's forced. 5-2 and 5-6. What am I doing? And then this is a 2 going into something less than 4. So probably the 2-3. We do have a 2 blank if we need it, but I don't know. There's so much. Let's just erase this. Okay. See, I don't know. I was just speculating if that was right. So here I'd use the domino that is to 4. That's 1-3. 0-4 would work. And that would force the 4-4 to go this way because it can't be there. And then I would need a bunch of blanks here. And actually this worked. Okay. Lots of vibe today. I don't know. I'm not super happy with my solve. Like, we knew the threes and fives had to be work one way. I bet you the fives would break down pretty quickly if we tried to do this. And then I made a lot of assumptions about what digits had to go in like greater than 4 and less than 4, but I wonder if doing the math would have told us. I mean, there is some degrees of freedom. This is +2 instead of +1. Is that the only one? This is +2 as well. So yeah, we'd have degrees of freedom. This is +2. Okay, yeah. Well, anyway, I got there. How'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Tuesday, February 24th. Let's play. Goosebumps inducing. I'm not sure. Buddy informally. There's a lot of those. Rub off as pencil markings. Erase. Enjoys a quiet weekend morning, perhaps. Relaxes. It probably ends in S. I'm not sure. David Cizali novel that won 2025 Booker Prize? No idea. Section of a bookcase. Section of a bookcase. A shelf. Color similar to salmon. That's also named for a sea creature. So like another pinkish color. Coral, maybe? I mean, coral seems to work. Would coral be similar to salmon in color? Leave speechless. I would think coral would be like a bluish green, but maybe I'm just completely off. Leave speechless. Like shock? No. Gets out of bed. Rises. Rise and shine. Oofda. What does that mean? Ufda. No idea. Goosebumps inducing is just scary. Buddy informally. Hobbit. Why can't I think of that? All right. Enjoys a quiet weekend morning. Lazes. Oh, this is going to be a maze. Leave speechless is a maze. Is it flesh? A homie. And then yeesh. I have no idea what oofda is. Yeesh, oofda. All right. Any that I missed? Shelf, coral, maze. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is just for reference. It's like a dictionary or an encyclopedia. Yeah, encyclopedia. Okay, so thesaurus dictionary. Thesaurus. Dictionary somewhere, I'm sure of it. Dictionary. So look it up or something. Yeah, look it up. What is this one? Directory. All right, nice and quick. How long was that? I don't know. There's no timer. You'll see the timer because I add it in post, but no idea how long that took. Let's see. My video is under a minute, so very quick. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Foodle. It's like Wordle, but the answer list is limited to just food words. So, of course, we have to start with pizza, right? There's no choice. All right. I is second. I'm going to try to guess only foods, but it might be hard. We'll see how well I do. You don't have to guess food words, but I think it would be fun. Let's think of a food with I second. There's got to be something like an I. Like I could guess dilly, like a dill pickle. Close enough. It doesn't end Y. Gotta guess double letter in each one too, right? Wonder. Rin. I may not be able to find something. Common letters. TRN. Let's stop fooling around here and get a good guess. S as well. I'm not seeing anything great. I guess nerdy with an I. Birdie. Oh, there's no D. So like an ishy, a wishy, washy, mishy, bishy. Let's see if it accepts wishy. It does not. Tingy, tinky. How about risky? Okay, finally found a word. It's not a food. Did not help. Mingy. Ooh. What is this? Ginty? Ginfy? I wonder if it's like Ginoy. No, none of those. Guinea. All right. Ginsey? Or maybe it's Ginny. Okay. All right. Ginny is a casual British nickname for gin, often with tonic and sometimes unspecified, used playfully or casually in the UK. Fancy a Ginny? While American drinkers are more likely to say gin or gin and tonic. All right. That's why I didn't know it. It's about alcohol and it's British. Cool. Well, how'd you do? And let's spin the bonus wheel and see what we are going to play tomorrow. It is Good and Delicious's suggestion of Shuffalo. All right. So, as always, there's a link in the description. And how'd you do? And that is it for this video. If you would like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.